July 12th, 2021 Village Board meeting to order. Would you please stand and join us in the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Charlene, roll call, please.
Okay, this evening we'll be starting with Trustee Shaughnessy.
Here.
Snagowski.
Here.
Stapleton's absent tonight. Kittredge.
Here.
Maher.
Here.
McClafferty.
Here.
Okay, thank you. Next up, we have the consent agenda, which consists of the following: the approval of minutes for the June 14th Village Board meeting, as well as the June 21st Committee of Whole meeting, and the approval of disbursements. I need a motion, please.
So moved. Kittredge.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by trustee Kittredge, seconded by trustee Snagowski, to approve the items on the consent agenda. Can we have a roll call, please?
Okay, Shaughnessy.
Here. Yes.
Snagowski.
Yes.
Stapleton absent. Kittredge.
Yes.
Maher. McClafferty.
Yes.
Okay, motion approved. Up next, we have a few items on the mayor's mention. It's hard to believe, but it was just our last meeting when we mentioned that we are finally in Phase 5 of reopening. Everything is pretty much open back, and for those that have not been vaccinated, they recommend that face mask coverings in social situations should be adhered to. Mike or Chief, I'll leave it to you if you have any other updates in your section. But more importantly, the number one topic, Ralph, that I just got asked 3 questions on earlier is what's going on with the well. So do you want to give an update now?
Sure.
All right,
Absolutely.
thank you. I'm putting you on the spot.
No problem at all. Thank you. So I spoke with Lane Christensen this morning, 3 times, actually. So the progress is moving slow. You know, it's not a quick process, guys. So what we're waiting on is the pipe threading. And the goal is the moving goal, which it seems like this whole project has been a moving target, is to finish up the pipe threading this week and to remobilize by mid next week. And I hate to say that stuff because it's just bitten me, you know, every time I say something about the timeline. So that is the goal. Everything is ready to be put back in the hole, except the pipe. So
So we have the motor.
the rental motor is
rental
ready to go.
motor. Okay.
Yeah, it's all megged out fine. All the electrical, all the wiring, all the cable, everything is fine. So everything that we had ordered has come in. It's just the threading of the pipe. So that's
And-
where we're at.
And the threading of the pipe, again, Ralph, it's 1,500 feet deep. It's then, what, 25?
Well, it's at their shop now.
Mhm.
It's just they're redoing the threading because of the weight of the motor and the additional pipe that was added on to that well. It had stretched the threads on the other pipe. So what they want to do is they put a rolled thread on it. So it's a stronger thread to hold the weight of the additional pipe that's in the hole. So that's what's happening now. I can't push them any harder.
Sure.
Trust me.
Sure.
I am on the phone with them quite often.
Got it.
They're tired. They're tired of hearing from me.
Got it. Got it.
So we are moving forward. Thank God for the rain, and I do appreciate all of our residents' cooperation throughout this. It's just bad timing is what it is. So we're moving along.
And Ralph, you mentioned that to rethread, they actually cut that piece off, so that's why the number of pieces varies also, because the links are, if they started at 20 foot, now they're cutting off 2 feet, now that piece is 18, so now they got some 25s, they got some 20s, so it's about 80 pieces.
Correct. So it depends if some of the pipe needs to be removed or not,
Right.
and some of it did.
And if you gotta cut the threading
They have to
off,
cut
then
it
you gotta
off, yep.
rethread what's left.
Yeah, basically making a new piece of pipe, which could be shorter than the original.
Right.
Correct.
Because I keep hearing that too, you know, it's not the simple 4 or 5 to the 100, because the pipe links are different because of the cutting of the threads, so. so I don't know exactly how many pieces, but
Right.
I did the original math on the 1,500 and Ford at 100 at 25. Then I heard him say, no, they're 18 or 20, so over the course here, there's somewhere around 80 pieces.
And that's what I was asking.
Right
yeah.
around there.
The order of magnitude, it's
Right.
not, it's a big project. Appreciate.
And one might ask, why not just buy all new pipe? It's not that easy. You just can't get it.
Yeah.
It's very difficult to come by materials now, and they said like 18 to 24 weeks for new pipe. And we cannot wait that long. We got to get this well back online.
All right. Well, thanks for managing that process, and want to thank all the residents for their patience as well. We want to thank the big guy for the rain that we're getting as well. So, okay, great. Thanks, Ralph. So stay tuned, right? And updates will be on the village website. Again, it's at lamontil.us. So please check out the community calendar and the updates as well.
And
And-
Mr. Mayor, the other side to that, we want to get the well up and running, but the cost side of it is substantial as well. So there's an item later on in the agenda that Ralph will have talking about the authority requested of the board to move forward and with the overall project. So, thank you.
Great, great. And again, check out the front page at the website, the news. There are updates on there as well, so. All right, Ralph, thanks, buddy. Also, lastly, just want to wish all the residents a belated July 4th, happy July 4th. We had a great turnout, great fireworks hosted by the Park District. Everyone had a great time, had a great turnout. It was a little windy, but the rain stayed away. So again, great time, and, talking about Phase 5, that was the first sign of things coming back to normal. So looking forward to more events outdoors this for the remainder of the summer. All right, that's it for the mayor's mention. Up next, we have the clerk's report.
Thank you. The first ordinance, if passed this evening, will be O-31-21. And this is granting a final planned unit development approval for a two-lot subdivision on .2 acres located at 512 Illinois Street and 513 Porter Street in Lamont.
Okay, need a motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by trustee Shaughnessy, seconded by, we got
Yes. And
trustee Maher. All right. Mark, you handling this?
Yes, thank you, Mr. Mayor. This request is for the plan unit development ordinance approval for the project that would allow for the new duplex unit to be constructed on the vacant lot to the rear of the existing four-unit building at 512 Main Street. This item is a final PUD. The preliminary PUD was approved in February of this year. The final PUD request was considered and with the Planning and Zoning Commission in their June meeting, where they made a unanimous positive recommendation. And this item was discussed by the village board at the committee of the whole meeting on June 21st. Staff is recommending approval.
Thanks, Mark. Any questions or comments? All right. Roll call, please.
Okay, Shaughnessy,
Yes.
Snagowski,
Yes.
Stapleton absent, Kittredge,
Yes.
Maher,
Yes.
McClafferty.
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
Okay. The next item would be a resolution, and this is Resolution R-37-21, and this is ratifying and approving proposal from Lane Christensen Company for Well 6 emergency repair services.
Okay, need a motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
Okay, we have a motion by trustee McClafferty, seconded by trustee Snagowski. Ralph?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. This is the resolution that George spoke of just a minute ago. This is to give us spending approval well above our limit, and it has to go to the board. So the amount is, the estimated amount is $221,540. That includes the whole laundry list of items that you'll see on your agenda packet. I'm not going to go through all those, but it's the removal, the installation, the inspection, the cleaning, the rental motor price is in there. It's everything that we could put together, just to give you an idea where we're at price-wise. That number will change as we go through this project. I'm guessing it most likely will go up. I don't see it going down, unfortunately. But yeah, the resolution is for spending approval for $221,540 for well 6 emergency repair.
Thanks, Ralph. And before I open it up for questions, again, just to reiterate, the 221,000 is for the well 6 going down, everything we just talked about, the rethreading, the motor replacement, and
Yes.
the new motor as well, correct?
Yes, and couplings, bearings, seals, everything on that list that you'll see before you, it's all on there. Everything that we could put together and put a price to, we did, and try to get a better idea where we're at price-wise.
Awesome, awesome. Thanks, Ralph. Any other
Yeah, I
questions?
do have one, Ralph, I see it includes 12 weeks of the rental.
Yes.
How close is that to the replacement? Do they know that yet on the
Well-
rebuild?
The rebuild is roughly 12 weeks out.
Okay, so
So
that's
that's
what
what-
they use as their basis?
That's what we're basing it on.
Okay. And you said a new one is like, what did you say, 28 weeks out?
It's 34.
34?
Today I talked to him, it was 34 weeks out for a new motor.
Okay, thanks.
And the company you're dealing with, you're familiar with them?
Yeah, Lane Christensen, we've used for years, as long as I've been here, actually. They've removed well at State Street, at Houston Street. They're familiar with Lamont, so we have used them, and the process is slow. I mean, I'm not gonna sit here and tell you that, it's gonna be quick, because no one can do it quick. So, yes, we've used Lane, and I do trust their work.
Thanks, Ralph. Ralph, the one question I got today, and how many wells do we have active? I know we have one shallow one that is inactive, correct?
Correct.
How many deep wells?
So we have
Have
3, 4, 5. So we have 3 active right now.
Right, and one that is
So that'd be
out.
State Street, Houston, and well 5 behind the Park District. And now well 6 is down, of course.
And well 6 pumps the most per day, is that correct, or are they all?
Well 6 and well 5 are equal,
Okay,
so they pump roughly 1,200 per minute, depending on the head pressure. So
and the
Yeah,
other
the-
2 pump,
right around 800 a minute.
so basically we have, if my math is right, we have over, what would it be, well over 30% of our capacity or pumping is down
With well 6 down.
with well 6 down,
Correct.
yeah. Okay, got it. Any other questions or comments? Okay, need roll call, please.
Shaughnessy,
Yes.
Snagowski,
Yes.
Stapleton absent, Kittredge,
Yes.
Yes.
Maher, McClafferty.
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
The next item this evening would be Resolution R-38-21, and this is approving a final plat of subdivision for the 512 Illinois Street and 513 Porter Street in Lamont.
Okay, need a motion, please.
So moved. Second?
And we have a motion by trustee Maher, seconded by trustee McClafferty. Mark?
Yes, thank you. Related to the previous item on the agenda, this resolution approves a plat of subdivision. The existing lots on the site, the existing lot line runs through the existing 4-unit building. So this just cleans that up and moves that lot line further south so that the existing building and the new duplex building are on separate lots with no encroachments. Much like the previous item, it was discussed at the June Planning and Zoning meeting and at the June Committee of the Whole meeting. Staff is recommending approval.
All right, thank you, Mark. Any other questions or comments? A roll call, please.
Okay, Shaughnessy?
Yes.
Snagowski,
Yes.
Stapleton absent, Kittredge,
Yes.
Maher,
Yes.
McClafferty.
Yes.
Motion approved.
The next item would be Resolution R-39-21, and this is approving wall and step replacement at 306 Lamont Street.
Okay, need a motion, please.
So moved.
Second.
All right, we have a motion by trustee McClafferty, seconded by trustee Kittredge. Ralph?
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. So last year, we had a few volunteers from the Historical Society approach us regarding an issue on the south side of their church on Lamont Street. It's a staircase and a concrete wall that's separated, and it has become a safety issue. They closed the staircase off, and they haven't been using it. So what they had done was they had a local guy design a type of project to alleviate the separated wall, put new stairs in, put a gate up. It was quite elaborate. So we got a quote on that project, and it was well over $118,000. And I talked to one of the concrete guys that I use, and we were able to secure a price to repair the wall and a portion of the stairs for $33,550. So this is a resolution for that project. The Historical Society doesn't have the funding sources that they would like, and I think that's why it came to the village board, and I think it's a good project for the village.
Yeah. I think we all agree. I mean, the Historical Society is important to the town. I know, Rick, you get quite a few inquiries on it. And it's something that, we wish to continue and fully support. And it's been a long-standing group in our town. And again, I like how the first bid came in at 118K and you're able to do 33. So good work, Ralph, on strong arming. No, we want to thank, I'm sure the concrete company, want to thank them as well. So appreciate that. Any other questions or comments on this? Okay, roll call, please.
Shaughnessy?
Yes.
Snagowski?
Yes.
Stapleton absent. Kittredge?
Yes.
Maher?
Yes.
McClafferty?
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
The next one would be a resolution again, if passed, and this is R-40-21, and this is authorizing the reductions of letters of credit for Kettering Subdivision.
Okay, need a motion, please.
So moved. Second.
Okay, we have a motion by trustee McClafferty, seconded by trustee Maher.
Yes.
Mark, you taking this one?
Yes, sir, thank you. This item is a resolution for the Kettering subdivision. As is common with development, the developer is, in this case, has posted up to 10 letters of credit to help guarantee provide surety to ensure that the public improvements are properly completed. In this case, 5 of the items, they have requested reducing their letter of credit to the maintenance amount. The village engineer had reviewed and accepted their letter of credit reduction requests and notes that these items can move on to the 2-year maintenance period. Again, the village engineer is reviewed and approves, and as such, staff recommends approval of the attached resolution.
Thanks, Mark. Any questions or comments? Okay, roll call, please.
Shaughnessy?
Yes.
Snagowski?
Yes.
Stapleton absent. Kittredge?
Yes.
Maher?
Yes.
McClafferty?
Yes.
Okay, motion approved.
That's all I have this evening, Mr. Mayor.
Thanks, Shirley. Okay, next up, Mike, you have anything for us?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, I always say I think it's the last COVID update, but this one doesn't necessarily have anything to do with the village, but I know as elected officials you get asked questions. Today, the Illinois State Board of Ed came out with a mandate that, or not mandate, but the rule is now that if the students are vaccinated, they do not have to wear masks in school. If they aren't vaccinated, they do, but if they are vaccinated, they will not have to. So that just came out. That's in line with CDC guidance that came out Friday. Just so you know, in case people ask you, it's nothing that we mandate, but it is a nice turn for normalcy again.
Mm-hmm.
And that's all I have to report.
Will they require the kids to validate if they've been vaccinated?
Yes, it's going to be like normal vaccination. they're going to have to show that they've been vaccinated, just like other vaccinations like measles and that. But if they haven't been if they have been vaccinated, they're not required to wear a mask in school, as well as employees too.
Got it. Thanks, Mike.
I hate to bring this one up, just because I don't like this topic anymore. But I heard it on the radio this morning, and I didn't hear the response. So kids, I think under 12?
12.
Second, third graders, first graders, right now, still masked. So if we're asked, they can't be vaccinated. So anybody below that age will be wearing masks,
That's
I
correct.
guess.
That's correct, yeah.
Okay.
Until they open it for the younger kids.
Well, at least if they're following the state guidelines.
In the state guidelines are found the CDC, and you're right, that.
Well,
C-
and we don't have home rules, so we can't
We don't
change
have
that.
home rules, so we can't do a thing.
There we go. Okay. I
right.
got my answer now, Mike.
So kids under
Glad.
12 masks.
Yes.
Okay, all right.
I have nothing else. Thank
Okay.
you.
Thanks, Mike. All right, next up, George.
I'll have a couple items under the executive session report, but just good to see everybody back in person. I know that there's been even folks from home who would like to participate remotely. We'll bring that back in the coming meetings, for the regular board meetings, but for the next couple, you're free to come to Village Hall. You can see there's a lot of people here today. But no, not really. But no, good to get back to normal, and everything is operations here at Village Hall, Police Department, Public Works are back to pre-pandemic. Other than continuing with routing in and out of the building, we found some efficiencies. So, but everything's pretty much back to normal. So come see us if you have an issue.
Good to hear. Good to hear. Okay, next up, any board reports at all?
I don't know if anybody had this on the agenda about the Lamont Junior Women's Club and the township having their first annual Blooms and Blues event. Take place Saturday, July 24th from 2 to 8:30. And it's a fundraiser for the Women's Club, which is a big part here of town. And I would like to say that there'll be a guest from the Lamont Police Department that'll be a part of that. That person is asked to remain anonymous at this point, but hope that people will come out and see him and listen to him
Live entertainment, right?
and raise some money for a good cause. 24th of July, 2 to 8:30, maybe around 4 o'clock specifically, you'd want to show up.
Awesome.
3 to 4:30, so,
Awesome,
thank you, sir.
yeah. Thank you. Anyone else? Okay, all right. Next up, any staff reports at all?
I just have just a quick comment, back
No, no.
by popular
Get the-
demand.
grab the microphone.
Oh. So back by popular demand and a little prodding by the mayor and trustee Shaughnessy, the police cruise night that we had canceled due to the COVID restrictions and the phasing is back on for August 4th. So we will have out there, we sent out interest about 2 weeks ago now, and I've already got 26 committed to come. So come on out on August 4th. It'll be in conjunction with the cruise, regular cruise night, and we'll be lined up along Main Street. So see you all out.
Thanks, Chief. And like I said earlier, it's good to see people getting back out and normalcy coming back. So looking forward to that. August 4th, correct?
August 4th.
Awesome. Okay. All right. And Ralph or Chris?
Sure.
Okay.
Need a report.
All right.
Wasn't planning on it, but I will. I missed you guys so much. It's been over a year. I just figured I should talk. So we have many construction projects going around town. We have Main Street water main. We have McCarthy Road resurfacing and widening and bike lane project. And we have the Singer water main project going. And within the next couple weeks, we'll have K5 starting the road resurfacing program in McCarthy Point and Old Derby. So there's a lot going on, a lot of traffic, a lot of, there's flaggers out there, there's kids riding bikes. Please be careful. Just look everywhere and watch out for the workers and pay attention to what's going on because there's a lot of moving parts around town. So we are busy. It's a good thing. And I think that by the time summer's over, we'll all be smiling and ready to go. And I'm looking forward to the snow cones at the car show. Chief, you're handing out snow cones, right? No, by your car, I thought.
Oh, my God.
If it's running.
For a cost, we can do that.
Yeah. No. Ooh. Cool. So that's about it. Just be careful out there, and there's a lot going on. Thank you.
Thanks, Ralph. And again, appreciate the residents' patience. Because there will be some backups out there, and there are backups out there now, especially during rush hour. So thanks, Ralph. Is that it? Okay. All right. Any new or unfinished business? All right. With that being said, next up, George, audience participation. Want to handle that one?
Jerry? Nothing?
Oh,
I
come on,
would,
Jerry, it's been a
I
year.
would like to give real quick, Jerry, it's been over a year and we miss you, but our Public Works Department has been so busy, they can't keep up with all the mandates from the state and the federal government on raising and lowering the American flag. So Jerry, Ralph has given you the key to the flag poles. I don't know if I should be telling anybody this, but I want to say thank you. So when flags need to be raised and lowered, he is out there doing them. So thank you, Jerry. It's a good, thank you very much.
Thank you, Jerry.
I asked Jerry to do that, because he's more up on it than we are, unfortunately. But as soon as I asked him to do it, spot on. He wanted the cue right now. Let's go. I'm ready. So that's really cool. I appreciate it, Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry.
Thanks, Jerry. All right. Okay, so next up, we are going into executive session. I need a motion to move into session to discuss under Chapter 5 ILCS of the Open Meetings Act, real estate purchase or lease 120/2C5, as well as real estate setting price for sale 122C6. Need a motion, please?
Second.
Okay, you got a motion by trustee Maher, seconded by trustee Shaughnessy to move into executive session. Roll call, please.
This is wrong. It's typed wrong. Shaughnessy?
Yes.
Snagowski?
Yes.
Stapleton absent. Kittredge?
Yes.
Maher? Yes. LaClapperty?
Yes.
Okay, so we will be moving into executive session. No decisions will be made coming out. So with that being said, I want to thank everyone, and everyone have a great week, and no decision after executive session. So.
Thank you.